This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, welcome to episode 674. Shannon! 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 Jeez. Why could there be such urgency in this title? Who is Shannon? What happened to her or him? I mean, it's one of those names that could be, it could be a Shannon Niall, it's a guy.
Yep.
Then there's women that are Shannon.
Could be Shannon Bennett.
Could be Shannon's, the car insurance company.
Does anyone know who Shannon Bennett is?
Is he rugby? No, I'm thinking Wayne Bennett.
Yes. Shannon Bennett is like a kind of known chef on MasterChef who comes in and helps the contestants cook. He's the guy with the ponytail. Looks like Neil Perry, but it's not Neil Perry.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bennett.
Shannon Bennett. If you Google Shannon Bennett, you'll know.
I reckon if Shannon... Yeah. I reckon if Shannon Bennett walked past, I'd be like, is that... Who's that?
He's got tattoos and stuff.
I would probably be like, was he like a teacher at my school or something?
Yeah.
Like
Isn't
that's
it
what
wild? It blows me away how many celebrity chefs have tattoos. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
They love their tats.
Yeah.
They what?
Nothing.
All right, enjoy the pod.
What gives you the ick?
13, 24, 10. What gives you the ick? Is there a particular trait or a small annoyance that repulses you about someone? My fiancée Sarah, she's got an ick. Well, it's kind of my ick that it's an ick for her. Do you know what I mean? You can be icked by someone's ick. Like, I feel like when I get on the cans and she hasn't had anything to drink, she doesn't like it.
Yep.
Like, Ben and I went out for a few brown lemonades after the show last Friday, and I came home at about 3 p.m. I feel like she just didn't like it that much. But then I'm like, chill out, have a beer.
Mate, we got home at like 6 p.m.
Did we? Yeah, that was...
I wonder why she didn't like the state.
To be honest, I was completely blind. I have no idea what time or day it was. No, I wasn't that.
It was pretty late.
It was okay. Yeah, it was pretty late. I think maybe it was because I'll be home for lunch.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
You weren't home for dinner.
I love doing what gives you the ick. People have started now getting icks throughout the week, and then they message us their icks on Instagram. Ben Liam and Bell, if you would like to do the same. Rach got in touch, and she said, it gives me the ick when my husband closes the fridge door with his hip.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit, I suppose it's a bit feminine. Like, it's a bit, if that might put you like a big burly man just going, boop, boop, just popping that little booty out, just giving that fridge a little tap.
Yeah, my friend shared one with me the other day. She said, oh, I've got an ick for you.
Yeah.
And as soon as she said it, I was like, yes, it's
Yeah,
so true.
okay,
It's very
here we go.
specific, though. If you're playing, like, beer pong or table tennis, I guess, with a guy, him chasing after the ping pong ball.
Like scurrying around. Like, it's very, a real man would let someone else get the ping
Or
pong
stop
ball.
it with their foot and go, doof,
Yeah,
there you go. But when
yeah.
they're bending down, like,
These are all amazing icks. If you have got one, 13, 24, 10, give us a buzz. Danny in Heidelberg, what gives you the ick?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Well, my biggest ick, one of them, is when I'm going to a public bathroom and I can hear somebody chatting on the phone in the stall next to me.
Yeah, and of course we are all on our phones, but
Yeah, that's
you
fine,
keep
but-
quiet. You keep quiet,
Well,
for sure.
This is what I thought, and it gives me the ick so much that I've gotten to the point now where when I'm having a really bad day and I want to have a giggle, I will take a whoopee cushion in my handbag, go into the stall, listen to somebody chatting, and then I will just let it out.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's the whoopee
and hear
cushion,
the
is it?
person's reaction next to me, and they often shut up immediately.
Wow.
That's it. No, that's...
you really hate it.
Yeah, you really, really hate it. I don't know about you, Danny, but if I'm at work or something and I'm in a cubicle and someone else walks in, I play dead until they leave the room. I don't make a sound, and I don't want to like have that awkward thing. We both open the door and it's like you were pooing at work, you were pooing at work,
And
like,
you're in there all the time as well.
Literally, I'm like just because like if it's like a busy morning, I'm like Jesus, like can someone bring me an iPad or something so I can watch a movie in here? I just don't want anyone to see me.
Maddie in Dalesford joins us. Good morning, Maddie. What gives you the ick?
Morning, guys. My biggest ick is when you're, like, at the end of, like, say, dishwashing liquid or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, you've got a fresh bottle and someone, like, tips it in there, and if it's, like, a different fragrance or something like that.
Do people do that?
Yeah, my partner does. And it drives me nuts. I'm like, can you know? He's like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just like, no, it just ruins the scent of the whole bottle.
I was thinking, Maddie, you were going to say when you're trying to squeeze it out, it makes the fart sound. And then it reminded me of a nick that I definitely have, which is like when a guy is putting tomato sauce on his food and it's got like, and he keeps going like.
Stop making that sound. You're going to trigger our first caller.
Naomi in Sunbury, good morning. What gives you the ick?
Morning, guys. My ick is when people wear hoodies and the strings on their hoodies aren't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Get that.
Naomi, I literally, I'm wearing a hoodie today and I've made sure literally twice today that it's like, and if
It's got to be the same length.
Or those people that get around with hoodies without a string in it, what are you doing?
Whoa.
Like, go buy a new hoodie if it doesn't have a string in it. It's very annoying to feed it back through. I understand, but you can't wear it again.
Kylie in Hillside, what gives you the ick?
Good morning, guys. My ick is when somebody is having a chat with me and has to keep going on with the yes, 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 or the no, 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 no. Dude, I got it the first time. I don't 7 more times after that. How dumb do you think I am?
Wait, hang on, Kylie. Hang on. Did you guys understand that? Hang
No.
on. So you're talking to someone, and then while you're talking to them, they're saying yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, like, so if I say, oh, have you picked our son up?
Yes.
And my husband will always go on with,
Yeah.
And I'm like, how dumb do you think I am?
Nah.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Probably somewhere in the snow for me. I'm a big snow guy.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel.
Gee whiz, everyone wants to go and see Niall.
Yeah, I want you, baby, slow hands, like sweat dripping out.
He's going to be here next year. Nova and TEG Live exclusively present Niall Horan, the show, live on tour 2024. He's going to be playing Rod Laver Arena May the 3rd next year. Tickets are on sale today at 10 a.m. from Ticketek.
Pretty simple to win tickets. We said just call us 13 24 10. We have got 2 double passes to give away.
Yeah, we're going to play a game of Niall, Crocodile.
How's the game going to work, Liam?
Well, we have 3 callers on the line. There is 3 doors in front of us. Behind 2 of the doors, there are tickets to Niall.
Yep.
And behind one of the doors is a saltwater crocodile, which has been starved and it's ready to kill.
Yes. Yep. Very hungry crocodile. Door A, B, and C is what you get to choose from. Steph in Geelong joins us. Good morning, Steph.
Oh, good morning, guys. How are we?
Very good. Now, you want to go see Niall, correct?
Oh, totally do. I love that little Irish spunk.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to get eaten by a crocodile instead?
There is a 1 in 3 chance here that you might get eaten by a crocodile. Do you want door A, B, or C, Steph?
Door B, please.
Door B,
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let's open up door B.
Steph, you're heading along!
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. Holly in Hillsville. Hi. Oh. Nerve-wracking. It's a 50-50 now. We've only got doors A and C. Keeping in mind, you will die if you open the wrong door.
I'm shaking.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally, I'm shaking for you. It's
Crocodiles are scary.
It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Crocodile's Park before in Darwin, Holly?
I can't say I have, but that's the one with the Crocosaurus Cove, I believe.
Yeah, if you get there, it's amazing. I mean, just, you find out about the pressure in their jaw. And anyway,
I'll put it on the list, but I'd rather go to Niall.
Yeah, of course.
So, what door are you thinking, A or C?
I'm leaning towards A because he's got an A in his name.
But, is that so obvious?
And
I
crocodile
know,
starts
but-
with C, so...
Exactly. I want to avoid that.
Or would we try and, pull a Swiftie? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is C the one that we're trying to tell you to go for? I don't know.
I mean, I'd hope not.
Lock one in for me, Holly.
A, please.
All right, let's open up A.
How you feeling? How you feeling right now?
I can't breathe.
Oh, Whoa.
Oh,
Breathe.
wow.
It's okay, Holly. Ooh.
Maybe the crocodile did get it.
Breathe. It's
Wow.
okay. It's okay. You are heading along.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
No worries.
Oh, have
Enjoy.
fun. Oh, no. Oh,
Well,
dearie
we've
me.
got Shannon here.
Shannon in Altona Meadows. You're our last caller. You know what this means, don't you?
Well, I don't have a choice, do
No,
I?
you don't. There's only one door left.
And you know what's behind that door, don't you? Because the game is called Niall, Crocodile.
It's the only way out of here for you, Shannon, is through door
I
C.
guess I'll have to go see then.
Shannon, is there any last words or anything that you want to say? Like, I don't know, if any kids or family listening or anything, or
Yeah, I guess I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, well, I don't think we will. Open up that door and let's see what happens.
Shannon!
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Jess from South Morang, how's your weekend looking?
Yeah, very good, very good. How about you?
Yeah, oh yeah, pretty solid. You know, a bit of this, bit of that. Should we kick into the quiz?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. 5 questions here. Melbourne take on Carlton tonight at the G. Who's higher on the ladder at the moment?
Melbourne.
Yeah, they're 4th. Carlton 13th, very disappointingly. Tanasi Kokonakis has beaten Stan Wawrinka. Which sport are we talking about here?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Tanasi Kokonakis beat Stan Wawrinka. What do we, am I saying that right? Wawrinka? Yeah. What sport are we talking about?
Oh, God.
The cock. Tanasi.
I don't think I've ever heard those names before.
You never heard Tanasi Kokonakis?
Are you serious?
You might hear their names around January time.
Tennis?
Yay! I was just about to move on, but you got it.
Kim Cattrall is finally returning as Samantha Jones. That is such a Samantha thing to say. In the TV show, and just like that. This is a spin-off from which famous TV series?
100% of that question made no sense to me. Like none of the things
Let's
that
do
were
it.
said
So Kim
processed in
Cattrall
my
is
brain.
finally returning as Samantha Jones in the TV show And Just Like That.
Never heard
which
the
is-
show, and I never heard of those two people.
And Just Like That is a spin-off of which giant TV series?
Oh.
You got to just say something, Jess. Otherwise, we're going to move on. I'm sorry. Sorry. Maddie, do you know what show we're talking about here?
Sex and the City.
That's the one. It's International Donut Day. What's the name of the long, skinny Spanish donuts?
Churro.
Oh, and they're the best.
Aren't they just? Be careful here. Megan Thee Stallion is taking it back from music. Can you finish these lyrics?
From the top, make it drop.
No.
You don't know the song?
Or
I do, but I don't know if it's the clean version or not.
Hey, Maddie, you do whichever you would like.
You can do a clean version. You can do whatever version you want.
Yeah,
This is a language warning for anyone listening. I'm going to play it again. Maddie, you finish these lyrics.
From the top, make it drop.
Is it, I can't say it on the radio.
Yeah, no, I think
I'll
you've,
give it to you.
I think you've shown your workings.
Yeah.
You know.
She obviously knows
Yes,
it.
give us the clean version.
She's saying she doesn't know the clean version, but she doesn't want to say the rude version.
Some wet APs.
Because my kids listen to the radio.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
I'd
fine,
say,
Maddie.
and other people's do too, Maddie. So good on you.
Yeah.
We had someone just effing and jeffing at this point of this segment a couple of days ago, but well done. Thank you so much for playing along. Hey, you get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear LMC and U2?
Take me to the clouds above. There's a boy.
Now you said yep, but before you decide, you have to hear both songs. Now, Uncle Kracker has been played the last 2 days in a row.
Yeah, we had Follow Me,
Yep.
and then we heard Smile. Did you catch both of those songs, Maddie?
Yes. You can't go wrong with Uncle
And
Kracker.
that's
really
it.
can't.
And you're probably thinking, you're probably scratching your head over there going, gee whiz, what was the third Uncle Kracker song? Well, that is the other option we have this morning.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
So, what will it be? Uncle Kracker for 3 days in a row, Madison, or LMC and U2?
We've got to go Uncle Kracker.
Just give me the beat, boys and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Let me drift away. Won't you take me away?
Uncle Kracker, Drift Away on Nova 100. You are with Ben, Liam and Bell.
A truly awful song, but an amazing chorus.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But
the chorus elevates that
yeah,
song.
and we can blame the lyrics on Dobie Gray, the one who originally. But Uncle Kracker, he just does big sexy hooks. That's what he does. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I feel like I just attended church, and I feel like
Well,
it was
you know what? Guess
so
what?
bad.
We were worshipping at the altar of Kracker this morning, and we have been.
all week.
We
Well,
have been.
There was an exciting Uncle Kracker update yesterday, if you weren't with us. So we posted a story on our Instagram of us getting down to Follow Me.
Yeah.
Singing, follow me.
That was on Wednesday, the first day we started talking about Uncle Kracker.
And then Uncle Kracker on his official Instagram page reshared it on his socials. So then we sent him a video and we said, yo, Uncle Crack, can we get you on this show in the next 24 hours for an interview?
Because Uncle Kracker obviously gets a lot of requests for interviews, he deferred to his management,
Yep.
a bit more professional about it, and the producing team has been emailing back and forth. We do have an update. We did promise that we were going to have Uncle Kracker this morning. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. You can't just click your fingers and get Uncle Kracker in 24 hours.
We tried.
Who do you think we are? You know what I mean? But I'm going to, and just like, they did say confidentially, so can we just all keep this? Sort of,
Yeah.
This is a direct email from his people.
God forbid
They
it got
said-
leaked.
Hello, we'd love to help schedule an interview for this. We did ask for within the next 24 hours.
Yep.
Respectfully, can we hold for a bit, confidentially, in the coming weeks? There'll be much more to talk about. Thus, it will make a more colourful interview with Uncle Kracker. So, obviously, we don't want a black and white Kracker chat. We want the most colourful chat possible. However, will the appetite still be there in, say, 2 months for us to have Uncle Kracker? It feels like we've been having a really Kracker week. And to be fair, obviously he has an incredible back catalogue of 3 songs, but we cannot, we probably can't come on Monday and repeat the catalogue as much as I'd love to, but we're sort of running out of songs to play.
So we'd be looking at chatting to him in let's say 3 weeks, a month maybe?
A month maybe. But
yeah.
we need to do a bit of a test the waters. 13, 24, 10. Do you want Uncle Kracker to come on this show? If we get enough love for it, we'll do it. If you come on and say no, we won't do it.
It's rare that you have 3 winning songs in a row in the 16 quiz. Everyone, obviously, there's an appetite for Uncle Kracker. It's just, do we want to hear from him in a month? Lewis in Epping, would you like to hear from Uncle Kracker?
Yeah, mate, of course.
You don't sound that into it.
We got a
but-
Kracker head. Jess in South Morang, would you like to hear Uncle Kracker?
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay. And Tom, you?
Yeah, absolute crackhead here.
All right.
It doesn't feel like it's at fever point to me.
No.
I think we get him
I don't know. If this is the level of energy, in the moment of this
No.
week, what's the level
But
of
Belle-
enthusiasm going to be in a month's
Dude,
time?
the guy wrote the Pact of the Rafters song. Imagine if we were responsible for Uncle Cracker's Australasian resurgence. You know what I mean? And it sounds to me like he's got a hit in the can. It sounds to me that within the next month there's
Well,
going
then we have
be
to
a.
play it on the show. Oh,
Well,
we've got to
I-
get permission to play it.
I think we do it.
Okay.
I think we do. I think in a month's time we'll get Uncle Kracker on this show, and we're going to remember how a month ago we said we'd get him on.
You'll forget about it, and then one morning you'll tune in and go, oh, they got him.
And Liam and Belle, I'd like to ask you both a question. Do you ever put stuff in your car boot with the intention of it being there for 12 hours and then it ends up being there for 6 months?
All the time.
Yeah, especially when you've got a smaller place. I don't have a garage.
It almost
so-
becomes like an extra cupboard.
Literally, yeah. So if you I've had people over before and you're cleaning the house and I just go chuck it in the boot.
Yep.
It's whatever.
I guess a boot is a portable cupboard.
Yep.
Well, it is. That's what it is.
That's a relief to hear because I do it all the time where I'll put something in my boot and I'll forget about it and then it will live in there forever. The thing that's been in there for about 6 months for me is my microwave.
Your
What?
microwave.
Well, see, I didn't put it in there for storage reasons. It broke, and I had the intention of taking it to an e-waste recycle place. I put it in the boot, and I constantly forget that it's in there until I'm in there driving, going somewhere, and then I can hear the incessant rattle of the wheel, the plate.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I can hear that rattling, and I go, shit.
And that's
I've gotta
the thing,
get rid of
Ben,
that
'cause
thing.
You got it in there and you go, I'll just, throw it out the next time I drive past an e-waste
Yeah,
recycle plant.
yeah.
And then you're like, geez, there's not many of these.
Yeah.
You could be driving for 10 years before you come across one of those.
Is it broken or can you just donate it?
It's broken. Like
Definitely?
the latch on the door is broken. So therefore when you shut it, it doesn't shut and it opens, so you can't turn it on.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Oh, no.
I reckon it's going to be in your boot within 3 hours. Ben can finally lug that one off.
I'll take anything.
So
No,
I've got a microwave in my boot. What do you got, Bill?
I've actually, at the moment, it's funny. So I went and visited my mum on Monday. What's today? Friday. And she gave me an electric heater, but it's like a fake fire one. So it's like a little, little mini fake fire. And
Yep.
it's just a heater, it's just a plug in the wall, little portable heater. So that's been in my car boot all week.
Yep.
I was supposed to take it out on Monday when I got home.
For the last couple of months, there's been some came-up pillows that have just been just didn't match the bed, so we're just supposed to take
You're
them
gonna return
back.
them?
Yeah, it's just like a receipt floating around in there. And then also last year, I was doing boxing for fitness, and I was intending on getting back into it, but just haven't since I've lived in Melbourne, so since December. And so there's just boxing gloves in the back there. But it's also like if there's road rage and I need to throw hands, I'd rather have the the 12 ounce.
They're registered weapons.
Well, that's it. I'm not going to give them bare knuckle. I obviously want to give them a fighting chance. As I said, I did a bit of training last year.
And if someone
so.
breaks into your car, opens your boot, see your boxing gloves,
Well, that's it. They're probably not going to admit. They're probably this guy's probably got an MMA background or something.
Hey,
I'll probably just leave it here.
Ash in the newsroom, have you got something in your car boot?
Yeah, it was something I forgot about that was put in there during my boyfriend's move. And then when I opened my boot the other day, I realised I've got an air fryer in there and a couple of computer screens.
A couple?
I love
Yeah,
that.
for his working from home setup. So I've got these two massive computer screens
And so,
in my boot.
this is because obviously Ben's expecting soon, but this is such we don't have kids chat.
Yep.
If you had kids, you'd have to put prams and stuff. It's such one person driving a car. It's just your thing, and you can just forget about whatever's in there because you don't really use the boot space.
If you're in your car right now listening to us on the radio and you're thinking about what's in your boot, give us a buzz, 13 24 10. I'd love to know what's been in there for longer than it needs to. What's in your car boot right now, Melbourne? Lucy joins us. What's in your car boot, Luce?
I've got bags of clothes that I'm supposed to be taking to the charity bins.
Mhm.
They've been in my boot for so long, but it's so hard to find charity bins these days.
Well, yeah, but Lucy, you can just go to the op shops. You can just drop them in there if you want. Otherwise, I can off-air give you, I know, a few locations of the charity bins.
Lucy feels like she's being told off by the lady on the radio. Oh, she's an angry lady.
No, Lucy, I love that you're doing that.
I thought it was funny.
I thought you'd all laugh at me. I didn't think I'd get...
I love that she's not throwing them out because that's just ridiculous, but... you do you.
Shirley, what's in your car boot right now?
I have a whole pile of fishing gear. I've got probably 4 rods and the tackle bag with all my gear in. It's been in there for months.
How often are you going fishing?
Well, I was through the summer going every weekend and every spare moment after work, but I haven't been for months.
Shirley, you reeled in any big dogs lately?
Actually, I did, but not from the side on the boat with my son.
Oh,
Yeah,
go on.
right.
What are we talking here?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got some really nice snappers.
Oh, bloody oath.
Beautiful. Did you cook them up nice?
Oh, I don't eat the fish.
Oh, what do you do with them?
I catch them and I throw them back.
Oh, bloody Rex Hunt over here.
Oh, that's nice.
And the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has taken a tumble on a public stage. Now, it's quite visual. So I've got the audio for you here. We've beefed it up just a little bit. Just FYI, have a listen. That sounds like he might have died. He didn't die, but it was quite a tumble.
And you know, obviously, when they find an old artifact, and everyone's going to be really careful, and they're going to get the brushes in, and they have the white gloves and that sort of stuff. That's sort of how you got to treat Joe Biden when you're lifting him up, because if you bring him up too quick, he's just going to break entirely.
Yep.
He's been around for hundreds of years.
Yep.
Well, okay, so he's 80, and we know he's old, but yeah, he is at that age where when you have a fall, it's like, okay, well, has he broken a hip? Is he going to go to hospital? It's not just a fall, you get back up, all right,
Yeah,
no worries.
it's less funny at this age,
Yeah,
that's for
it's-
sure. If one of us stacks, but But yeah, everyone's very concerned, especially when the president falls over. But
Yep.
I think he tripped over a bag of sand.
Yeah.
That's what they're claiming. It feels like he might have just had taken too many blood thinners
Just an
or
old
something.
person fall.
It's just it looks to me like a bit of a scuffle over the own feet.
Obviously, the Secret Service are pretty intense over in America. Could you imagine, how there's the classic jumping in front of the bullet? Could you imagine if they saw him falling and the Secret Service jumped underneath him to cushion the fall?
That would be nice. I mean, they're getting paid enough to do that sort of stuff. It's definitely that thing though, when
shoot the bag of sand.
you let them claim there's a bag of sand on the ground. My grandpa Lionel, God bless him, he's in a nursing home now. But when he was sort of just before that, he was tripping over a lot and was sort of sad and having a lot of falls. And he was always blaming his. It's like, it's my bloody shoes. I'm like, it's not the KT26s, Grandpa. He's like, they're too thick. And I'm like, if I wore them, I'd be okay. It's you, but you don't want to tell them. You were saying, we need to get you some thinner shoes. Yeah, but that's the same with the bag of sand with Biden. They're letting him believe it.
13, 24, 10. If you've had a fat stack, we would love to hear about it. Even better, bonus points if it was in public when you had the fat stack.
I had one the other day at the gym. We had to swap over on the treadmill between you and your partner. And it's you got 5 seconds to swap over and the treadmill hadn't stopped. I went to go off and I kind of did that cool, ride it to the end of it and jump off. I rode it to the end and further.
There was actually a fat stack this week that we haven't spoke about yet. The photo was going viral. Did you see the mum at the sports day? And she was doing so the parents do the race. And she was racing and she was running and she tripped halfway through the race and she face planted.
Oh, Mum.
But then the dress also came up around, went from being a dress to being a scarf, and she was wearing a thong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The year rates would have been.
Fat Stacks 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you have got a story.
Fat stacks all on the floor. Fat stacks, your body's sore. Fat stacks, give us a call. Fat stacks. Oh,
Tegan in Berwick. What happened?
Hey guys, this was quite a long time ago, probably 15 years ago. I was at a friend's 18th, and I was walking down a staircase that was in the middle of my friend's house. I'd had a few drinks, obviously, and I had about 3 people that were walking up the staircase and lost my footing, fell down the stairs and cleaned them all up.
Oh, bowling.
3 points for you, Tegan.
Yeah, that is a fat stack,
no.
Tegan. Hannah joins us now. Good morning, Hannah. Tell us about your fat stack.
Hi guys, how you going?
Very good.
So, when I was about probably 10 years old, I actually used to do Irish dancing. And we were all on the stage. I was probably about 2 or 3 other girls on the stage, and you all used to do different routines. So you kind of had to do your routine but avoid running into them. And halfway through the routine, I pretty much was unaware of my surroundings, bumped into another girl, and I fell off the front of the stage, right in front of where there was a table of judges, and there was probably about 300-400 people in the hall that were getting ready to go on, and other people at the competition. So I miraculously didn't break any bones, but I cooked my knee pretty hard, and I just literally started crying.
Hannah, that's actually easy to picture, because isn't it the Kath and Kim episode where they're Irish dancing and Kath just flies off and she keeps Irish dancing? I'm sure that resonated with you.
Hannah, that's doubly embarrassing because you've stacked it in front of 400 people and you're doing Irish dancing. You know what
I mean? Irish dancing's cool.
Hannah, thank you very much for sharing your story this morning. Hey, how do you want to go see Lizzo? Got some tickets?
I would love to.
All right, they're all yours. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries.
It.
There is a rule, no crowd surfing or Irish jigs in the front row upon Lizzo's request.
Well, the one and only Lizzo, is going to be live in concert at Melbourne's Rod Laver Arena Monday 17th and Tuesday 18th of July. Tickets on sale now. Go to livenation.com.au for info.
Bit of a worry. We were talking about this earlier, but US President and partially mummified corpse Joe Biden had an embarrassing onstage stack in the US at the Air Force Academy graduation in Colorado. There is obviously concerns about the president's health, but it's a good thing here on Nova 100 that we have a close relationship with Joe, and we thought we'd check in with him this morning to see how he's feeling. The president joins us on the line now. How are you feeling, Mr. President?
Jesus, Ben, Liam, and Bowl, did it look bad?
I think he called you Bowl.
Her name's Belle, Mr. President.
Mr. President, it really didn't look that bad.
Don't lie to me. I ate shit out there. I went down harder than the RMS Titanic. I would know. I was on board.
I hope you are doing okay, Mr. President.
I can't deal with a busted hip right now. The Republicans are up my ass. I've got bunions, hemorrhoids, cataracts, and osteoporosis.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Quite the list. I hope you're having your Swiss multivitamins.
I guess as the president, you do probably have the best healthcare workers around you. How are you actually feeling, though?
God damn it, how do you think I'm feeling? I'm the leader of the free world, and I just broke my ass. They're making memes of me on TikTok.
Actually, they're called memes, and it's TikTok.
Shut the up.
Sorry,
He doesn't like you, Liam.
I'm meant to be playing baseball with Babe Ruth tonight.
Well, have fun with that, Mr. President.
Keep up the good work, guys. I really do love you, Ben and Liam and Bowl.
Very good.
Sounds like he's a real fan of you, Bill. Oh, tell you what. I don't know if we can be friends today, Bill, because the Blue Baggers, my team, my life team, I bleed blue blood. They're playing your Melbourne Demons tonight.
We are going to chew you up and spit you out.
Oh, yeah.
A bit like that last caller.
Yeah.
We're going to death roll you.
Yeah, obviously, Carlton, red hot at the start of the season. May have swayed my opinion a little bit to pick them as my favourite AFL team, moving to Melbourne.
You should have gone with D's.
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon our bad luck's got to turn at some point.
The D's aren't playing great footy either.
Better than Carlton.
Yeah.
True.
Well, this is no surprise to you, whether you know footy or not. People are pretty upset about the whole Carlton thing at the moment. I don't know if you watched the news the other night. That guy, Frank, he was fuming.
I couldn't believe Frank.
Yeah, he rocked up to the training ground at Icon Park.
Another bloody Monday at Princes Park. Carlton's despondent group trickling into an audience. Fed-up member Frank Zumbo channeling the frustration of all Blues fans, camping out to eyeball players, declaring enough is enough.
I'm here today to see what is going on at this club.
Send a bit of a message.
Can you imagine? Like, he's gone down to give crap to the players. Imagine if our ratings went down and people just came and stood outside the glass here and were like, what are you doing? This show sucks.
Well, no, I get it.
That's
And
awful.
I had a packed lunch and I went down there with Frank and we were both pretty upset and we gave a bit of spray together to someone like, what are you doing, Walsh? I play for the club. There's a bit of that. And people are calling up AM radio stations raving.
Maybe the coaching panel, the players, the board must listen to us members. We've got 88,000, almost 90,000 members. You want us to sign up next year? Bloody show us something. Show us the heart. We bust with balls every week to get there. Hard-earned money. And you dish that up against Collingwood. It's an embarrassment for the navy blue and white, especially the emblem. The emblem. Play for that. If you're not going to play for it, piss off out of my club. Get out.
Right in front of me!
The emblem!
And, understandably, people are annoyed. None more than Tommy. Now, he's a big Blues fan. He's a listener of the show. I actually went to a game with him. Lovely guy. We got beat, but it was still a good game to see. But last year in November, Tommy thought, look, all the pieces are aligning. We've got a good young squad. There's a few older heads there as well, and this is our season. He thought that so much that he got a big calf piece saying Carlton Premiers 2023. It's not like a little piddly one.
Huge.
Like it's massive. It's his whole calf. Like it is. He was really betting on the fact that Carlton were going to win a flag this year. And Tommy, he joins us now. You popped into my head the other day, and I was like, I wonder how Tommy's feeling about this whole thing at the moment.
Good morning, Ben, Liam, and Belle.
Good
I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy, because you're such a lovely guy, and I love your passion for your club, and there's nothing you can do except for support them. So how are you feeling in this lull of the season?
Well, I kind of feel like I'm in the 7 stages of a breakup. I went through denial when I was at the footy with Liam at the Carlton and St Kilda game.
That's the Saints game, yeah.
There was a bit of depression there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
bit of anger, and now I think I've just come to accept it.
Right. So there's just do you think there is a chance that you could make finals at this stage?
It's just a bit of silence just right there.
Because it's you know me, Tommy. You know I go way back. I'm a big Blues fan as well, and I'm like, at the moment I can't. What, guys? Why are you laughing at me? I got a scarf. Tommy, so that's a no for finals then?
Well, I'm not sure yet. Let's see what happens tonight.
Yeah.
I think I actually have a tattoo appointment tomorrow. Now, I've decided if we get thrashed tonight by Melbourne, I might need to have a cover-up.
Oh, no.
No!
Or if we win, we're right back on track.
You cancel your appointment.
You know what? You say cover up, Tommy, but I mean, I think, I don't know about you, Ben and Bell. I think we'd all be willing to chuck in a bit of money for your tattoo.
Yeah.
If you lose tonight, instead of a cover up, if you cross it out and put a 24 underneath it, just all or nothing, all or nothing for next year.
All right, let's go for that.
Okay, Tommy.
So if they lose tonight, next week we'll pay for it. We'll get the tattoo touched up, and we'll change it from 23 to 24.
All right, sounds good to
All
me.
right, lock it in.
What if they come back
If
up
they
there?
win, but if they win
No,
tonight,
what if they lose tonight? We change a tattoo, and then what if miraculously they
that's
start
all part
winning
of that's all
again?
part of it, Bill.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I don't think Tommy's too upset.
And then we put a line through the 24. We put 23 on it.
and then we have a little in brackets. Called it too early. Like we can. He's got a bit of skim there. We've got a lot of canvas
All
to
right,
work with.
I will be watching tonight's game as a neutral supporter, just rooting for Tommy's team.
Come on, Tommy. Let's hope the Blue Baggers can do it tonight. If not, we will get that tattoo done for you next week.
This is Ed Sheeran on Nova.
Ben, Liam and Bells. Fast Five. Thanks to What If. It's Aussie for Travel.
Bernadette, how you doing?
Woo, I'm excellent, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. What do you got on this weekend?
I'm actually getting married next weekend. So
Stop it. Well,
weekend plans.
if you get the next 5 questions right, your wedding will be paid for. We can give you $500. You'll have to do it on the cheap.
Cheap wedding.
How you feeling, Bernadette, before the big day? Have you got everything organised? Is it all ready to go?
I'm feeling super relaxed and just so excited. Like I'm bursting with excitement.
Yeah, I like it. To the calm before the storm. Okay, well, you can pass any questions you don't know, and we'll get to them at the end. If there's time, should we get into it?
Absolutely, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
What colour is the McDonald's character Grimace?
Purple.
Michael Hutchence was the lead singer of what Aussie rock band?
Pass.
Ooh. What's the next leap year?
Next year, 2024.
What was Mel C's Spice Girls nickname?
Scary Spice.
Oh, it was sporty. It's Mel. You're thinking Mel B, but we're talking Mel C. Oh, I'm sorry. And Michael Hutchence? You never heard of Michael Hutchence before?
I have, but I cannot think right now.
I always love when you get a live judgment from Liam. When you go pass, he goes, ooh.
Well, it's to be honest, Bernadette, in my head, it's when I give up on someone.
Yeah. Hey, Bernadette, are you with your wedding? Is it because obviously you didn't win the cash? I feel bad. With the wedding, is it like a BYO type where you have to supply the alcohol, or is it like a package deal?
We do have a package deal, but we are providing the spirit.
Okay, well, look, this isn't a spirit, but it is some wine. Do you want 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate?
Oh, who wouldn't want that?
All right, they're all yours.
All right.
Excellent. Thank
See
you so
Bernadette.
much.
Bye.
Have a good wedding.
All the best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bit of shush thanks. Time for Ben, Liam and Bell's Friday Meat Tray.
Yep. If you'd like a sausage shot into your face, well, this is the right show for you.
Now, keep that meat tray away from Belle, Liam. Her and I were just talking during the song, and she was saying how delicious the steaks looked.
No.
Yes, you were.
I know
You were
you
saying...
are a vegetarian, but sometimes, that's the thing. That's Ashburton Meats' slogan.
Yep.
We turn veggies.
We turn veggies. Belle, as a vegetarian, she literally just said, I would eat that steak.
No. Do you really want to get into this conversation that we just had? Ben put the question to me because we're talking about the meat tray, and yes, I'm Veggie. And he said, if I had a steak on my plate and then I couldn't finish it and I was going to chuck it in the bin, what's worse, throwing it out or you eating it? And I said, well, I'd rather it be eaten than go in the bin. So, yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
No, because I don't want to go
Murder.
to waste. Exactly. The cow's been murdered. I'm not going to then put it in the bin. Anyway.
You love meat. You love it. Hold it back from eating the meat tray.
Let me do my
Well, I
weekly...
suppose if you think it's like a human, it's like if they've already been murdered, it's like, may as well eat them as well. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, here's my weekly butcher line. Ashburton Meats, more than a gourmet grass-fed butcher. They've won Victorian Retail Butcher of the Year 3 times. Ashburton Meats, High Street, Ashburton.
That's the Bell Jackson guarantee.
But if you do like meat, they are honestly incredible. Anyway, honourable mention this week to Holly, who was super jealous of her husband's barista.
I was jealous of my husband's barista.
Why?
Because he learned her name. He'd come home, he'd tell me about his day and, how he got a coffee from Brittany. So I was like, who the hell is Brittany?
Yeah.
Then I bought him a coffee machine for Christmas.
Oh, yes. Jeez, I love that call. But it has to be like really exceptional if it's going to beat that. Tash in Geelong. Do you remember her from Tuesday, Kawinky Dinky Tuesday? She told us this incredible story.
I was at the beach with a girlfriend and we were about 12 or 13 at the most. And there was a cute boy and we called him Orange Board Shorts. Almost 20 years later, I started dating this man and I went to his parents' house and I was looking at photos on the wall and not only was he Orange Board Shorts, we were in the background.
No! Star-crossed lovers. Tash, congratulations. You've won the Friday Meat Tray.
Thank you.
How is Orange Board Shorts? Is he keeping well?
I have no idea. I think he recently got married.
Oh.
Yeah. So it wasn't
meant to be. Right, okay.
No. Not that I stalked him on Facebook or anything.
Yeah, he got married to frickin' red bikinis.
Yeah.
Oh, well, are you...
What'd be a nice plot twist was when you originally told this story, it was you and your friend, and you both thought Orange Board Shorts boy was cute. Imagine if he ended up with the friend.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Dash, not to pry, but, dating life going well at the moment, or...
I'm getting married in July.
Oh,
congratulations. So it's all worked out well, and I bet you don't even think about him that much. Except when you call the radio station.
Well, look, you've got yourself the Friday meat tray, perfect for that wedding. You have to freeze it, I reckon, but you could roll it out for the guests. Are you ready to catch it?
Absolutely.
Just make sure your dress isn't anywhere near, okay? Because it comes in at such a velocity, especially if we're shooting it all the way to Geelong. Like, we don't want any meat splatters or any patty or rissole on your dress.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Almost there.
I think I got a sausage in my mouth.
Oh, I was sorry about that.
Choked on the snag. Deary me.
Oh.
Oh, Tash, I hope you're all right. Just rinse your mouth out a bit. You'll be fine.
Don't tell your fiancé.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.